Wow. All I can say is wow. WWE Payback just went off the air, and I gotta be honest, it was a pretty good show from top to bottom. I'm not gonna review all of the show because, quite frankly, I didn't think that it lacked anything thereof. So I'm just going to talk about some of the main key things that happened in the show, and I want to hear what you guys have to say. What did you guys think about Payback tonight? And leave me your thoughts and everything down in the comment section below. We're going to kick off the discussion with Curtis Axel winning the Intercontinental Championship. Shades of his father, one of the greatest Intercontinental Champions of all time, Mr. Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. He goes down in history now as an Intercontinental Champion. And I'm not necessarily saying, sorry, this is my tweet deck going off. It seems like it was the right decision, it looked like. It was the right decision for WWE to give Curtis Axel the Intercontinental Championship. It was a great decision to give Curtis Axel the screen time that he needed in order to build up to this point to now he is a Intercontinental Champion. Somebody or something that we didn't exactly think we'd ever see coming out of Michael McGillicuddy. The match was great. Some people might even call it match of the night. I don't think so because there's another match I'm going to talk about later on that I think was the real match of the night. But Curtis Axel winning definitely was a good feeling. I didn't see the ending of the match, but I saw Curtis Axel getting his hand raised and celebrating with Paul Heyman in the back and everything with Vince McMahon, Triple H, and all that. I gotta be honest, it was a great moment for Curtis Axel that definitely needed victory. Who knows, we might see a thing between him and Wade Barrett go along, but just as I thought, just as I loved, Wade Barrett was the real star of the match, and that's exactly what I wanted to see because Wade's proving day in, day out that he's better than that Intercontinental Championship. And in my eyes, if I was running WWE, Wade Barrett would probably be maybe a 2-time, maybe even 3-time heavyweight champion. So hopefully that changes in the next few years. But I think I'm going to make another video on Curtis Axel because I don't have all the time in the world here. Let's talk about the Divas Championship. Sorry, my tweet deck is going haywire today. The Divas Championship, AJ Lee is your new Divas Champion. And in my eyes, another fantastic match. And I'm gotta be honest, these women's wrestling matches have started to get better this year. Started with Taryn Terrell and Gail Kim from Slammiversary, and now it moves on into WWE. That AJ Lee Caitlyn match was a very good match. The psychological warfare was in there, and I definitely thought that was necessary to win this. Caitlyn ended up spearing AJ Lee, but then let AJ have enough time to recover by taunting her and blowing a kiss at her and everything. Similar to what happened with the Taryn Terrell Gail Kim storyline, but in my eyes, it was a great, very good match. AJ Lee's your new Divas Champion, and we all kind of saw it coming, but it was definitely a good sight to see. Maybe AJ Lee could help re-innovate the Divas division. Maybe having a heel Divas champion could actually bring the division itself back up to glory. So let's hope it's not like McMahon where he had to sell it or something because it wasn't making him money. So props to AJ Lee, props to Caitlyn. I can't take anything away from any of you guys, but AJ got the big victory, and I want to see what they're going to have her do as to who she's going to be defending against. What else we got to talk about tonight? The Shield one. That's all I'm going to say about that one. Oh, let's talk about the World Heavyweight Championship match and how disgusting that match looked. I'm sorry. I'm not a mark for Dolph Ziggler here. I love Dolph Ziggler. I think he's freaking great talent and everything, but I'm not like a huge Dolph Ziggler mark, keyword mark. But I got to be honest, I wasn't very happy with having him lose the title to Alberto Del Rio tonight. Not the biggest fan, but I can understand, I think, where they kind of were going. I think that they weren't exactly medically cleared for Dolph Ziggler to even compete that night, so I think they just had him drop it, and I think Dolph Ziggler is going to be taking a few more weeks off to try and recover from this concussion. So I think that's the only reason Del Rio's champion now. Del Rio is now a 2-time world champion, so world heavyweight champion, by the way. I like having Del Rio win because I am a Del Rio fan myself. I'll be honest, when he came in, I was. but the whole face thing just got me totally like uninterested in him. But that may not last very long. As you guys saw at the end of it, Del Rio came out and basically just, promoted himself. He's like, yeah, let's give it up for the best, let's give it up for Alberto Del Rio, blah, 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 blah. And he may have pulled a double turn. They might have accidentally turned Dolph Ziggler into a good guy. Who knows? But I don't know if that'll work out, though, because of Biggie and AJ. I don't think that'll exactly work, but who knows? That might have been exactly what they did, and they did it on accident. So, I don't know what WWE was trying to accomplish there with Del Rio, but Del Rio is your new World Heavyweight Champion. So all the Dolph Ziggler fans that said they were going to watch SmackDown because Dolph Ziggler's the champion, yeah, you might want to tune out of SmackDown this Friday. So there's that. We're going to talk about my favorite part. Actually, you know what? We're not going to get to that match yet. I want to talk about a certain something. I missed it because my internet decided to go out. Please ignore my TweetDeck thing. I don't know how I could stop it without closing it, and closing it would end up closing my browser. So, we got to talk about. We had a very cool promo, I guess, from a certain somebody who's going to be returning at Money in the Bank, and guess who that man is? None other than the former WWE champion. Hasn't seen since Royal Rumble 2009. Mr. Pay-Per-View, Rob Van Dam. He will be back in action for the WWE in Money in the Bank. And I gotta be honest, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing this promo because I didn't see it. And WWE knows how to book RVD correctly, unlike TNA did. So I can't wait to see RVD back. I can't wait to. That might be the reason why they gave Del Rio the title, so that maybe him and Del Rio could feud or something like that, and RVD could be a world champion one day. Who knows? Anyway, let's move on to the match of the night. Chris Jericho losing to CM Punk. CM Punk got the biggest reaction of the night by far, and what was an incredible match. And I'm sorry if it feels like I'm putting too much emphasis on there. What am I talking about? There's no such thing as too much emphasis. This was a great match. Sure, it started off a little bit slow, but it picked up a lot after the first running knee from CM Punk. Towards the end, Punk hit 2 GTSs in a row, and Punk celebrated with the Chicago crowd in, great fashion. I mean, I'm glad I got that prediction wrong. I don't want to see Jericho win, but that might have been the entire reason why WWE did that in the first place. So, Punk winning was very good, and it was very necessary. Now, if he's going to be coming back full-time, I'm not 100% sure yet, but I do know CM Punk may be looking at another WWE Championship reign in the next few months. So let's get that quoted right now. I guarantee this man should end the year as WWE Champion. Let's put it that way. He should end the year as WWE Champion. That's my quote. I'm not going to try and put a bet on it because I'll put a stupid bet on it and then I'll have to face the facts towards the end of the year. So mark my words, I think Punk will be a he'll win the title again sometime later this year. But speaking of the title, we have to talk about it. I know, I don't want to talk about it either. The 3 Stages of Hell match between Ryback and Cena. Unfortunately, due to, I don't know what was going on, a lot of the streams online were cutting out and everything, and some people were unable to watch the show, so some people may not even know what happened during this, so I'll try and sum it up everything. The Lumberjack match was very short for most of it, with Ryback getting the big victory. No one really expected that. I didn't expect that. I was expecting, since Ryback was using the table so much, I was thinking he was going to be the one to put Cena through a table, but looks like it was mixed up there. Ryback getting the first fall. Then some people started tuning in for the tables match, so I just wanted to sum up the Lumberjack match in case you didn't see it. Ryback got the victory in a very short match. But then as the tables match grew on, tables match was probably the highlight of the night besides the ambulance match, and the ambulance was kind of iffy. I mean, I didn't even really like that. I didn't like the ending. I don't like when Super Cena is the one to F you somebody through the damn ambulance. I mean, seriously, it makes the ambulance look so gay. It makes it look so weak. And for a second, like, I thought that entire thing was made of styrofoam, but nonetheless, it was definitely a pretty good match for the most part. I think it was a very good match. I'm not going to take anything away from it, but was it the best match of the night? I don't think so. I already said CM Punk and Chris Jericho was by far. But all in all, Payback was a very good show. I was very impressed with it. I thought at the beginning tonight, this morning technically, then the beginning of the night, I thought this morning this show was just going to be a complete bust. It's going to be a blow-off pay-per-view. WWE's just going to brush it off the shoulder, and then next year they're going to make a Capital Punishment V2 or something like that. But turns out Payback might be here to stay. Payback was a very good show for the most part. If I was to rate it, I don't like rating it because you guys will start, giving me some crap for it. But I'll rate it for this, since it was in Chicago, and unfortunately I didn't get to see it, which is why I'm gonna have to dock down some points. No, I'm kidding. But in all seriousness, I say maybe a 7.5 to an 8 out of 10. I think it was a very good show. And would I watch it again? Absolutely. I think that's what I'm really trying to say here. If you didn't watch it, I definitely recommend seeing it. Do I recommend buying it? That's for you to decide. Anyway, that's about it for me today, guys. Let me know what you guys have to say about Payback. What was your favorite part of the night? What do you guys think about Curtis Axel being champion? What was it? 3 out of 6 matches were changed or something. I don't remember off the top of my head right now. But, yeah, let me know what you guys had to say about Payback down in the comment section below, and I'm out. Peace.